Hello and welcome to Open Everyone. I'm Rhina Valentin, your host, Y Café con Leche. For the next hour, always inviting you to get social with us online. That's right. Tweet us and follow us on Instagram at BronxNet TV and like us on Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. And of course, while you're there, don't forget to follow moi on Twitter, Instagram, FB, LinkedIn, Insta Story, Snapchat at Rhina Valentin. Okay, so Fresh Brewed Art started as a way for local New York City artists and cafes to promote each other. And well, the concept is for local cafes to display a new artist's work every month. And on August 13th, Fresh Brewed Art will be showcasing three local artists in an exhibit titled Faces. The exhibit will display different styles of portraits, and joining us to share more, we welcome the creator of Fresh Brewed Art, Mate Goslow, and one of the exhibit's featured artists, Rhea. Hello and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did I get that right?
You got that right.
All right, Mate Goslow. All right, I think we all need to take that into some form of consideration, being New Yorkers. But welcome.
Thank you.
And I love the concept, Fresh Brewed Art.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's share a little bit about what inspired this whole, exhibit.
So I have a lot of friends who are artists, and they always complain, oh, I don't know where to put my art, and when I go to galleries, they're asking for this and that. So I came up with the concept, okay, most coffee shops are places that, millennials and, Generation X hangs out and beyond, they hang out there. They may not have time for the galleries, but everyone has the time for a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, so why not combine the two? Bring the art to people who can't go to the art, and just display in local coffee shops, and also have both business and artists support each other to grow one another.
Not only that, coffee shops are also used as alternate office space.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why the millennials hang out there, because they're always online and doing things of that nature, right? Conversation we were having before we got on air. but the beauty is that you've taken into consideration that's where they will be, and in order to, I guess, enroll them into visiting art galleries, you put it in their face, and there you have it, right? So the artwork, is it a multimedia related, or do you solely deal with visual arts or photography?
So the thing I deal with pop, mixed media, and street art. I deal with photography too, because it's the same force with the same genre. Abstract art is, my thing I tell artists, if I don't like it, I won't promote it. So that's me. If I don't like it, I won't curate it. So it's just basically, if I like your work, I'll invite you. If you want to be part of it, great. It's just like the way I like Rhea's work. So I invite her to be part of this, August 13th exhibit.
All right, so
Thank
let's
you.
talk about Rhea. Well, congratulations,
Thank
Rhea.
you.
Let's talk about your work.
Well, I'm a self-taught artist. I've been painting actually since 2012. My first painting, I posted it and it just went viral. People were copying. I was like, you know what, let me copyright this. But from then, I've been painting. I built up a pretty substantial Instagram following, and my theory to it is and I was talking to him about this earlier, is a lot of times people have such negative views of media, or entertainment is actually not what it used to be. And people sometimes, even though they like the gory and the this and the gossip and reality TV, they kind of want something wholesome. So I feel that I'm able to give people that. So I actually try to post a painting daily. So even if I'm painting on my hand, so I don't know if you're able to see some of my hand portraits on Instagram.
Did you guys
we
submit some
submitted
artwork? No,
and
because I'm
Yes.
very interested in looking at them and sharing with our viewers. And so with that, while they're getting the images, I wanted to ask, what inspired you to even begin drafting this artistry? And it sounds to me, I'm waiting to see what we're going to be looking at, that you have a consciousness in the work that you're sharing with everyone.
Absolutely. Yes. Actually, I started sketching. I've always drew things throughout my life, but recently I started sketching as a way to cope with daily anxiety, happiness, anything. And I wound up sketching only on Post-its. And when I saw that people started liking to it, because I was able to capture a lot of detail in the Post-it notes.
So we're looking at some
Yes.
images right now.
Yes.
You can look right there. And what I do notice is that you play with the concept of hair
Yes.
and color.
Color.
and hair.
Yeah.
Well, the hair. Well, yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. It's lovely. It's lovely. I love all the colors that you use. Okay, so how long does it take you to create something like that?
Anywhere from 5 minutes to a couple of hours.
Do you see? I was like, wow, okay.
I have some videos on my Instagram where I do like scribble sketches, and some of my videos can literally take me anywhere from 5 minutes. I try to challenge myself to pace it out to see how quick I can do it. So 5 minutes, maybe even 3 minutes. I have a 3-minute sketch there as well, but on average,
She's
5
in
minutes.
competition with herself. She's
telling
like
you.
3 minutes.
to a couple of hours. But honestly, it's more rewarding when I see that people in different countries are like sending me messages in their language. I have to go to Google Translate, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what did it do for you?
Lovely.
It's unbelievable.
So
how
when
it's
did you
reached.
discover you had this talent?
Well, I've been drawing all my life. I
Right.
actually started taking it more serious around, I would say, 2010. I started I started drawing more with oil pastels and color pencil. And I started actually using paint in 2012. And my first painting, which, like I told you, I had to copyright it because it was unbelievable, the response that I was
Oh,
getting.
what's the name of that art
Dope
piece?
Chick.
Dope
Dope
Chick.
Chick,
Oh,
yes.
you know I gotta go check her out. I'm like, oh, she was like in panic mode. She's
I
like,
gotta do
But you
a
should
a
copyright
separate.
all your stuff
I do
anyway.
copyright them, but no, this one is very like dear to my heart. So I was like, me do it. It's actually on my business card as well, so you'll see it as well. I'll make sure you get one.
All right, awesome. And so she's one of the
So she's one of
featured
three.
artists,
So
right?
we have,
So who are the
we have
other?
Ike Slimster, who's a local, he lives in Brooklyn. He's very talented. And then we have Ellen Smith, who's known as Yesterday Night from on Instagram. His work is just spectacular. With all three artists, it's a different type of technique that they use. Alan is more like the cartoonish. He kind of like take the fate portrait wise. You've seen a couple of, he does the memes. You've seen a couple of his work. Ike does, he always concentrates on lips. So if you see his work, you see that most of the time the lips are like full and very.
We're looking at some of them right now.
Yeah, so that's Yesterday Night on Instagram. He does most of the memes, as I said. So
Almost like
he's-
Picasso.
Exactly.
Yes, it does
exactly.
have a Picasso
so
feel to it.
so he has that.
Definitely influenced by Picasso.
It's true. It's true, and you see it in his works, and it's beautiful. Beautiful.
So before we go, when you design your stories, I noticed that a lot of the images are very colorful, not solely in colors and vibrant colors, in people of color. So is that part of your mission as well?
That is part of my mission. My graphic designer, Cafe Design, she does a great work when I just I'm doing. So all I told her was I'm having an exhibit on faces, and then she sent me the stuff, and I'm like, great, I love it, let's go with that one. So she always seems to capture what I'm sending across, and in her work is always beautiful. Then I have, my sponsors who are always there to support me when I need them. Young Man Pompey Wine Shop in Harlem is there. I have Harlem Cold Cafe, that's where we hold our monthly exhibits there with local artists. I have all these sponsors that I can't thank them enough, and it's great to have people behind your work. It's always good to have support when you're doing something.
Well, it's wonderful that you're so passionate about your arts advocacy, right? Because there's the artists and there's the producers, and so thank you for your service as well.
You.
And so this next exhibit, date, time?
August 13th in La Maison d'Art, a gallery in Harlem 132 between 7th and 8th. Come out, it's going to be lively. We're going to have wine if you're a wine drinker. We have cheese on my cheese sponsors.
You got cheese sponsors.
For my cheese sponsors. I mean, you have to put in
Everybody
the work.
likes cheese.
Of course, you have cheese on my cheese
With the grapes,
sponsors.
don't forget the
And
grapes.
we have grapes also. We haven't gotten a sponsor here. If you're listening, we did grape sponsors and strawberry sponsors. But it's great, follow us as artists. I always tell our artists, just follow us, let us know what you're doing. If we like your work, we will support you fully. And our thing with the group that I work with, we always turn to support the artists. That's our main goal, support the artists.
Yes, support the arts. And Rhea,
Definitely have
thank you for sharing
Thank
your
you
work
so
with
much for
us
having me.
here
It's a
on
pleasure.
set. I'm looking forward to visiting your Instagram account. You guys, be sure to check out the Faces exhibit on August 13th from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Le Maison d'Art.
Oui.
I said it right.
Oui.
He said oui. Le Maison d'Art, located on 259 East 132nd Street. And of course, for more information, you can visit the Facebook account Fresh Brewed Art. Okay, we have to take a quick break, but we'll have more open after this.